Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in the underground secret laboratory of the masterminds, the three ninjas extraordinaire. You have no idea who we are, and we like to keep it that way. Alright, so without further ado, let's get this show on the road and bring it to you. Alright, welcome to the podcast, the secret podcast. If you want to email us, you can do so at podcastsecret. Yeah, that's right. At gmail.com. Podcast secret, spelled the right way. Don't be dumb. We're going to pull topics out of a hat and go ahead and vent them out for you. We are going to discuss some things that you probably all think about but are unable to say, because that's basically how we roll also. You probably know us, but we would never ever let you know what we are thinking in our heads.
Exactly.
Yeah, because once you're in here...
There's no getting out, baby.
Exactly right. So we could draw some topics out of a hat, or just talk about what our... Actually, real quick, when I was talking to somebody else about what this whole podcast venture was, I said, well, for example, here's a text thread that happened this morning when I woke up, and it started off with my morning shit that I like to take, and then I get this message from the guys.
Was this post-coffee shit or pre-coffee?
Post-coffee shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in there for a little bit longer time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I feel emotions that make me think I could be a mass murderer. Yeah, that was how the morning started.
Sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah.
All the time.
Just roll with that. I mean, I really think I could kill somebody at this point in life.
For sure. I get queasy with the cutting up, so I could definitely kill you, but I couldn't dismember you.
Dispose of the body.
Yeah.
And that's usually how people get caught. I think I would have to.
Well, of course, that's why. Like, hey, all the serial killers that got caught, they're just keeping in their house. That's the problem.
Right.
They don't know where to get rid of the bodies. Series no help. I've asked.
I would have to go the whole cause mental anguish and have them commit suicide, and that way it would just be, their own problem.
Or you could just kill them, and then before you kill them, have them pen out the letter.
Yes, yeah, that would be good too. And that could totally explain why my fingerprints are all over the testicles and things.
What?
Oh no? Her private parts.
Wow.
Whoops.
Testicles. Are you gonna kill somebody? You're not killing females? I mean,
wait, females don't have testicles?
Wow.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll be edited out later.
No, keep it.
Yeah, definitely killing females.
I'm just saying. There's other people that deserve to die too, but I don't know why your fingerprints are on testicles. Hey,
well,
you gotta wear gloves
after they're dead. I mean, is it gay if they're dead already? Right. I don't think it's just skin, right?
Oh my god.
Skin. Yeah. We decided to do this podcast because we feel like so much of our life is in the spotlight, more or less, and being pillars in the community and all.
And apparently your hands are on the testicles.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like we think things that we obviously know we can't do or shouldn't do, and it's one of those things where the more you suppress, the worse it gets. So for our own mental health and safety of others, it's important that we have these talking points.
And that you keep your balls away from this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's not getting out of my head anytime soon.
So it
shocked me.
We're gonna roll on that. Testicles was just fun to say.
Yeah.
Like, why did we get a cool
and
word
even
like
funner
that?
to touch.
Yes. Yeah. For all parties included.
Yeah. All right.
So I mean, what's
I think it's good to vent. I think on especially on a weekly, but from a day-to-day basis, I think we deal with things and stupidity of society that just makes you want to be like, fuck, you want to tell them, but now we just live in such a politically correct age where it's like, if you tell somebody, someone's like, no, you should keep your opinion to yourself, and I just feel like that is where we're going wrong. Like, as a kid growing up, you did something wrong, your parents called you on your shit, it was called discipline. And nowadays people don't have self-discipline. They don't care. They're in their own little world. You know, like that asshole we just saw backing up into a parking spot, not even caring about anybody else. And I just think, you know, as the population of the earth grows,
we should care less about people.
that's what everybody.
You know?
No, I mean we can't just wait for natural selection to take care of itself
Right, we should just off people.
by the balls.
Like, yeah, if you don't have the common decency or intelligence quotient to navigate without getting your feelings hurt and causing a scene about it, yeah, you really, you know, shouldn't be here.
No, it was like you had to take a driver's test in order to get your license. If you got things wrong, you failed, so you studied better. But then once you got the test, what? There's no more being held accountable. I mean, I'm not just talking about like I got a speeding ticket or I did whatever. I mean, where is just the, you know, shit? We've got to start handing out some citizen arrests.
Yeah.
For some bad behavior.
Yeah,
Or at least
I've never actually seen one happen, and apparently it's a thing, right?
I'm gonna make some fix-it tickets,
right?
And start handing them out and just be like, you need to fix your shit. You don't know how to drive. Get it signed off. See me in a month.
Can you citizens arrest somebody, or would you actually be committing a crime by doing that? Like false imprisonment?
I did see some kind of video on Instagram where a police officer was driving erratic and another citizen followed them and then tried to give them a citizen's arrest.
And they got shot in the face.
I don't know.
Were they black?
No, it was an old woman, but they weren't black.
Or African American. I mean, you gotta, you know, say what it is. You're right. I mean, I'm black.
There you go, being politically correct.
I'm black. You guys don't know.
Yeah.
No, but I wonder, like, if I walked around with some like zip ties, you know, could I just like, if I see a guy beating on his old lady, can I just like tie him up and be like, no, citizen's arrest, or could he sue me?
Vigilante of justice. Could he sue you? No, I think that you would fall under the Good Samaritan, right? Because you helped out something that was going on. So what I'm saying is, I'm trying to help these people become better drivers. Yeah, hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect. I do wrong stuff, but
I'm a fucking terrible driver.
If I do stuff and somebody calls me, hey, you drive like shit, I'm gonna reflect real quick and be like, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, my wife's not like that. No, like I used to actually say that she was a better driver than me because she like grew up in the city and can like parallel park and shit, and I can't. So I would always defer to her and let her drive places and stuff because I just, you know, it was too busy for me. And once she became a mom, then all that shit went out the window, and I fear for my life every time I'm behind. In the car with her.
Listen, man. My wife, we go somewhere. I'm driving. She takes 5 outfit changes before we leave the house. That indecisiveness, I don't want behind the wheel. Don't get me wrong. Whatever you do and how you get about it, but I know why your ass is 5 to 10 minutes late everywhere we go. You're not sure. Should I take this right? Should I go left? Until you passed it. And then you just like, oh, well, you know. Listen, there's a reason why the New World was not discovered by Christine Columbus. It was Christopher. Listen, right? They don't know where they're going. And it's already been mapped out. You don't even have to discover anything. Just follow a map.
Well, I mean, that's all fine and dandy, you know, you got the navigation and stuff, but then it's like, what if, like, on the map doesn't tell you when fucking pedestrians are crossing the road, you know, or like freaking the light's red. Or everybody's, you know, brake lights are on. Why are we still doing 80? Like, that's the one thing where I feel like navigation has let us down.
Fix it ticket.
But, yeah, that's exactly.
Fix it.
Well, they have cars now that will actually, like, stop you. Like, they have cars that will put the brakes on for you.
All
made
like
fucking crazy.
Because of women drivers. Watch the commercial. They're all women. Not paying attention.
Freaks me out. I don't know.
You know, they can't all be Danica Patricks. They're not all good drivers.
And I don't understand why they don't get it. Like, I don't want to be the backseat driver of the side. I was in the backseat until she slammed the brakes, you know, and now I'm right next to her like, Jesus Christ. You know, and I try to call her out on it, but then I'm the asshole, you know, and then it just makes the whole drive kind of tense. So I just kind of like bite my jaw down and hold on to the oh shit bar.
Yeah, you should probably.
We have toddlers in the back, you know, and it's like
should be like driving Miss Daisy. I mean, for a reason, you should be.
I just need to become rich and have a chauffeur, right? And then that would
make sure it's not a lady chauffeur. And then
I've never seen one.
because companies ain't gonna hire that. They're gonna want insurance to go skyrocket. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever. It's
Basically, we just eliminated like every female possible listener. I think just like no,
prove us wrong.
unsubscribe.
Prove us wrong. You know.
I've had some great female Uber drivers, you know, and yeah, they all actually like women dash pretty hard, so it's pretty good.
They do.
Yeah.
I've never taken Uber
Ever?
ever.
Well, you don't drink that much. I think essentially that's all Uber was a way to get around drunk driving.
So you've already okay. So let's put this in perspective. You've gone out. You were not able to control how much alcohol you consumed. So you're already like, oh shit, what do I do? Let me call up a complete stranger and
Yes.
show them where I live.
Exactly.
Come on in. Hey, you want to know my security code? I'm gonna need help up to the door.
But
By all means, what are those cups for? Oh my god, duct tape. I mean, come on.
no, they never get out of the car unless you can't get out of their car, which has happened to me on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah.
intoxicated,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
then they help you up.
Yeah, and they leave you on the curb.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean more or less.
So if something happened to you after you were left out of the care of the Uber driver, are they responsible?
No, not at all.
Mm.
No, I mean technically, I don't even think they have to like help you out of the car. I think
You have to get out.
they do it for their benefit, right? Because they don't want you to yak in their.
So if you're unconscious and they're rifling through your pockets,
you have no clue, yeah, and you just kind of trust. Now, granted, I mean with the app and everything, it's like
you trust a stranger.
You have you have like your information, you have their information. It's all like on the cloud somewhere. So I'm sure.
How
Like,
do you transfer
anything
funds?
crazy.
You just pay them cash.
You keep they can't take cash. You can't even tip them supposedly, but if you don't tip, you're a douchebag. But like if you have your credit card on the app on file and it just charges to that card.
And they get a percentage.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't tip them.
You're not supposed
What's
to.
the
You're not supposed to
benefit
tip
of
it.
being just a Samaritan? You're bored and you got shit going on. You want to give strangers a ride?
Yeah.
I like this in the '90s when it was taxi cab confessions.
Yeah.
Put a camera in your car.
That was the thing. I saw this thing on the internet where it was like, when we were kids growing up, it was like, whatever you do, no matter how bad you fuck up in life, don't ever hitchhike, right? Like, hitchhiking was like a big no-no, but now today it's like, yeah, it's the biggest growing company in the world right now. Where it's like, hitch a ride with some stranger, but
it's like that exception we make.
super convenient.
It's like that exception we make one day out of the year where we're like, tell your kids, don't take candy from strangers, but on this day, we're gonna go up to stranger's house and knock on the door and ask for it.
Yeah. It's totally safe.
Yeah,
Totally safe.
totally safe because we're dressed up as people we're really not. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I went up to one house this last Halloween, and the dude at the door was not. He was the creepiest looking guy I've ever seen, and he wasn't in costume. So I was like, I don't know about this chocolate bar I'm about to receive here, but
Did he say, come on in?
he was actually the door was wide open, but he wasn't at the entrance of the door. He was like a little bit back.
Okay,
So you did actually have to enter his house
listen,
a little bit.
I'm not sure if I went to the same house you went to,
Right.
but I went to a house, and even my kid, who's only 2.5, looked at me like, what the fuck is up right now, Dad? He was sitting like at this thing, like I don't know if he was at a computer, and he just kind of looked over, and his candy was in like the foyer, and he was kind of like upset that he looked upset, like he had to stop what he was doing, probably surfing gay porn or whatever he was doing. Right? And then he was like, here you go, come on in. And I was like, fuck me, going in
Or
there.
did he have the bowl of candy in his lap? And, but there was a whole
And he was like,
bowl.
grab it.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah, this trick in the book. No, but I did have this because my kid is also 2, and so I was kind of I was letting her run up the driveways, knock on doors, and I was kind of laying back and trying not to helicopter too much. But then I had this like vision in my head of like, well, if I was a psycho, I would just grab the kid, slam the door shut. What the fuck would I do at the end of the driveway, right? How bad could it get in the amount of time that it takes the parent to run up the driveway, bust the door down, and give me my kid back,
Dude.
right? You end up in freaking the Saw guy's, Jigsaw's house, and now you're fucked. You're both fucked, all because you let your kid trek up the driveway and you didn't want to be the helicopter parent.
The nightmare that is going on in your fucking head.
Yeah, dude, I didn't tell you about my nightmare.
Wait till your kid sits on Santa's lap. What the fuck are you gonna be thinking about?
Oh, it was awesome that year when we took her to Santa. She wouldn't do it. It was great, and I was like, "That's my kid." She was like
My
screaming.
kid's not sitting on any fucking South Pole,
Yeah.
North Pole, any kind of pole.
She hated it. It was great.
Your nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my nightmare. Yeah, my nightmare was they built. We had this new wormhole technology thing, you know, but except it wasn't like sci-fi Star Trek where it was in outer space. It was actually like here in the city, and it was a way to get to like across the country. We go like California to New York or whatever, but it was like underground. So like you like went through the subway, and it was this weird like gondola thing, and you traveled underground, and it was going to be like only take like an hour instead of however
It's
far.
supposed to be that new train.
Yeah, no, the Hyperloop or whatever, right? But except this was actual like underground, and then you're in this gondola, and you can see like these turbines turning, and there's spikes on them, so it's like it looks like that orb from Event Horizon, just like cruising around, and everybody except me seems to be nonchalant about it, like, oh, this is so fun, this is so cool, and I'm like, we're fucking underground with these crazy turbine things, and we're cruising at who knows how fast, and then everybody's chilling, and all of a sudden these bugs that I've never seen before start like attaching themselves to the gondola on the windows, and I'm like, are those normal? And then people like didn't give two shits, and then all of a sudden these crazy bugs, like remember that scene from Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom, where he has to reach his hand inside and pull up? Yeah, those kind of bugs are creep crawling all over. They start like drilling into the glass. Right, and they're trying to get into the gondola now, and I'm just like, whoa, that can't be normal, right?
Dude, what's the name of that movie with the space and the bugs, the Battleship Troopers?
Starship Troopers. Rico's Roughnecks. Yeah.
So you're having one of those fucking nightmares.
Exactly. So then people aren't worried about it, but then the bugs start getting in, and they're crawling around, and people are like, oh no, that is bad. But all of a sudden we end up at our destination. We come out
bug free,
but top ground. We're okay. Everything's great. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I don't know if I ever want to do that again. That was kind of stressful.
But you have to get back.
My dream didn't get that far. So then, people are calling me a big pussy and stuff, and it was fine, no problem. And when I say people, I mean my wife was calling me a big fag, and I was like, no, that was really gross. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I feel some pain on my cheek, and then I have this like pimple zit thing, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Probably from all those fucking pimple pus videos you keep sending me.
Yeah.
I push on it, and then
a bug comes out.
Yeah, a bug starts to come out like halfway out, and it's one of those things where like it hurts, but it feels good at the same time because the bug's getting out. So it's like it hurts because it's happening, but like I know it needs to go all the way. So I imagine
your John Cougar Mellencamp did. Hurts so good.
Right. Yeah. So like finally it pops out and it falls on the ground, and then it spreads its wings, and it's like one of those scarabs from the Mummy, and then it starts flying away, and I'm like, oh fuck you, and I smash it, and it explodes.
Did you eat that?
And I don't know. I want to say burrito, but yeah. So then it dies, and I wake up. So yeah, that was my nightmare.
That is a nightmare,
right?
Dude.
So, but
it stressed me out. Just listen to it.
I think that technology is available. I don't know. So I don't know if I'm gonna ride this high-speed train if it ever gets built. I don't think.
I'm not gonna ride it with you.
Yeah. Or maybe anything above ground, I'm good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just because you're above ground doesn't make it better.
I think it's funny because like in high school when you take when they have the recruiters come for the military, and then they all want you to take that test, every single time I sat next to like 3 of me and my friends all did it together. We took that little test, and then all 3 of us, and I know we all don't share the same IQ level, but we all got like nuclear submarine technician. You qualified for the highest paying job in the military. Get in there. And I was like, that's a crock of shit. Nobody wants to be on a submarine.
No.
Especially a nuclear powered one.
No.
Yeah. So that sounds like a terrible life.
I mean, we don't want Trump, getting into an argument with a country and be like, you're fired. Like,
Fire.
You're fired. Where's the button? Fire you. And fire you. You're fired. Like, okay. Yeah, we're in trouble. Either way.
Yeah.
We're the laughing stock right now in the world.
No, for sure. I'm stocking up on my water, and my I'm trading in all my cash currency for gold bars.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. We're kind of fucked right now.
I'm just looking at the map, and I'm just kind of trying to decide, like, okay, where can I move to that's a low target zone? But actually, what I've heard is we're pretty good over here, just because it's very diverse, in a very diverse area. So a lot of invested interest from a lot of outside countries are here. So we have here in Vegas, right? Like nobody wants to bomb Nevada. Like that's just, like a lot of other countries own pieces of that.
Right.
So it's like don't bomb my casino.
Right.
Don't bomb my hotel.
Right.
Go bomb that mountain with all those people's faces on
right.
it.
You wait till the terrorists fucking do something to fucking the strip.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be fucked.
Right.
Gonna have some sheik over there and fucking.
Yeah. You just killed the Don's dog.
Right?
Yeah, no, they wouldn't. Yeah.
Fucking some dude in Qatar, like, that's it! Fucking dead, I'm giving US all my money.
Right.
So that way Trump can be like, you're fired. Boom.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, those poor bastards in, like, I don't know, Wyoming, you know, like,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a huge blast or something over there. They want to make their own oil? No. Like, yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
Oh, which is, yeah, so that's the other thing going on is that the pipeline, right? Like, all the Native Americans are striking
Mhm.
because they want to put pipes through their water supply. Why can't they just build the pipes around it? It seems like that's an easy solution. Everybody's happy. I mean, yeah, it'll cost them more money, but don't they have money to burn?
Well, you know, that's what it is. I mean, I think that this is nothing new for the Native American. When we
Right.
built the fucking railroad, there was other ways that we could have went around certain things, but it was all about in a timely manner.
Right.
Go through, save money, fuck these renegades,
Right.
these savages.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're bringing the iron fucking horse through there,
Right.
above ground, full of bugs,
Right.
and so nothing's changed. I mean that I feel bad.
But there's so much with everything going on. I feel like if there was ever a time that a company could raise its stock price, it'd be by like, look how we care about the environment and its people, and we're not gonna like, you know, Native American lives matter and stuff like that. I feel like that little bit of would go a long way for an oil company that everybody hates anyway.
Not only
oil is the new tobacco,
Right,
Right.
Not only do people not think Native American lives matter, when was the last time you actually even talked to a Native American?
No. Well, I've talked to a whole bunch of people who are probably like 1/90th or 2/20, whatever that minimum requirement to get a scholarship is into college. I talked to those ones, you know. But that's a wrap.
All right, podcast 1.
Podcast 1, we did it.
Good talk.